Hey everybody, it's Halodude from the Legendary Collaboration, and I present to you The Raven. Really awesome story game, and I will talk more because there's a lot of intro stuff, but really awesome story game. Really love the music. And I have never really played too far into this game. I'll tell you right now, I played a very little bit into the first chapter, like barely anything, on the Xbox version. And funny story, I actually have already recorded this episode, but I screwed up and it looked horrible. It wasn't recorded in the correct aspect ratio or resolution, I mean. So it was really bad, and about maybe maybe like a third of the game was cut off. Sadly. But this intro, this music, it's all really great.
The Raven's heir. Soon as one of them's caught.
Quite seems to be laggy though for some reason.
Hey,
and then it was
Harold,
fine.
have you read this?
I don't know.
Harold?
For some reason when it's zooming out from the newspaper, it seems a little
Harold?
laggy, but everything else seems fine. It's interesting. Not sure what happened there, but
Harold? You hear me? This is no time for fun and games.
Shh! Calm down. I'm a copper. We're on the same side.
A copper? What are you doing here? And where's Harold?
Harold? Well, there's another guard back there unconscious. That's probably him. The Eye of the Sphinx. Where is it?
It's there.
Oh, good. Then he hasn't got it yet.
You mean the Raven's heir?
Shh! Turn it off. He's gonna steal the eye.
But how do you know?
Doesn't matter. All that matters is that we catch him. Do you understand?
Yeah, but
Do you understand? You and me, mate. We'll be heroes. All right, now, we just have to...
what?
Halt! Stop! You're under arrest!
what is this cop? What the heck? The one he goes up behind the dude and like covers his mouth and shit. That's weird. Like, who does that? And there goes the Raven's ass. Kind of dorky outfit. But it's okay. We got some opening credits. This game really kind of reminds me of like a movie. I can see this being a movie for sure. I'm not sure if it is one, maybe it is, I'm not sure. I really don't know. Could be one though, probably. Definitely it's not. This music's so great, really. It's
Hands up!
Hands up!
I don't have time to play. I'm on duty.
I'm on duty reading a book, as you can see. Aw, man. Eh.
You're funny, but you don't look like a real cop. You don't even have a revolver.
Oh! Don't even have a revolver.
Disturbing a Swiss officer while he reads a crime novel is a very serious offense.
Very
I could
serious.
arrest you.
But I have a pistol, and you don't.
Oh!
Where in the world is it so dangerous that I'd need a pistol? And who might you be?
My name is Matthew Miller,
And where are you from, Matthew Miller?
from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. But my mom and I live in England now. She's taking care of some rich old lady. We're on our way to Venice.
Some
at the
rich
moment.
old lady.
We're taking a cruise on a big ship.
Impressive.
Big boy ship.
You've already seen half the world. I've spent my entire life in Switzerland.
Must be really boring.
Oh.
And what's with the gun? What do you need it for?
It's the Raven. He was gunned down, so now I need a pistol.
Dead birds don't need guns. Nor do live ones.
You don't know who the Raven is, do you? He's the greatest burglar ever. He stole paintings from the Louvre and those priceless eggs with gold and diamonds and stuff. And
Gold
Bobby
and
Doll
diamonds
says
and stuff.
He replaced the crown jewels with rhinestones.
I know.
How do you
Raven
confuse
was.
jewels with
Although
rhinestones?
I don't quite buy that bit about the crown jewels.
Yeah, see?
You do know
He also
these
doesn't think
days
that.
there are thieves far more dangerous than your old Raven. 2 days ago, a precious ruby was stolen from the British Museum. There was an explosion. A guard was severely injured.
Kids' ears.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you know what the papers say?
Yes.
You talk too much, Constable.
Zellner.
Can't tell what Zellner wants to
Anton
say.
Jakob Zellner.
He wants to talk, he can
Or
talk.
Did he pull a gun on you?
Yes, he
No,
pulled a
sir.
gun.
Get a move on.
Get the move on, kid.
Inspector
And he
Legrand.
sits down.
It's a great honor to work with a celebrity like you.
We appreciate the support of the Swiss police. But it'd be better if you'd remain seated and keep an eye on things.
I would very much like to help.
But monsieur,
Monsieur.
sure I can be of assistance, somehow. I saw a safe being loaded.
We have everything under control. If you'll excuse me, I'll be in the first freight car at the back of the train for the rest of the trip.
I'm not here to enjoy the beautiful scenery. I am a good observer, and I have finally honed powers of deduction.
Thanks to that?
Yes, this novel. Where
I
did you
watched
know?
the people
How'd you know?
on the platform in Zurich. I know, for example, that man over there is a violinist.
That would be more impressive if there weren't a violin case next to him.
And I believe that the gentleman in the next carriage is a German doctor on his way to Italy to take up a new position.
And what gives you that idea?
There's the rod of Asclepius engraved on his cufflink. And he's carrying a German-Italian dictionary.
Maybe he's just taking a holiday in Italy, following in Goethe's footsteps.
Too much luggage. And no, he's not retiring to Italy either. The suitcases are too shabby for me to believe that he can afford to retire in his late 50s.
All right then, Constable...
Constable.
Constable Zen. If you're such a clever fellow, what am I doing on this train?
Touching it. I mean,
I think we can rule out that you're on holiday.
I don't have time for fun and games. So,
he is
I
searching
think
for
you're
someone.
looking for someone.
you're just guessing. If
No.
I were looking for someone, I wouldn't spend the trip cooped up in a freight car, now would I?
Yes, he would.
Well, that would seem to indicate that you're guarding something.
And what might it be?
A jewel.
Could it possibly be a jewel that's making a long and perilous journey?
You're guessing. You can't possibly know what's inside the safe.
But if that were the case...
You can't possibly know
The
what's
train wasn't
inside the
crawling with
safe.
bookies.
It's a trap!
It's a trap.
Got a
I
vivid
the way he says that.
imagination. I'll give you that. Well, that is impressive, I admit. But the fewer people involved, the better. We'll get along fine without you.
You
Wow.
won't.
You won't.
Won't. Pardonnez-moi.
I can help, and I will help. You're in my country, and I've been ordered to assist you. And that's exactly what I'll do, whether you like it or not.
Clever and stubborn. Your commitment speaks volumes, Zelna. But this is my show, and I don't need bon voyage.
But how do you know?
And there he goes, down the hallway.
Oh, hello.
You cheated.
I did
You
what?
I
cheated.
saw you talking to the German doctor on the platform. He told you everything himself, and you were just pretending to put 2 and 2 together.
And what of it?
What a clever
You
little
know
boy.
who that is? That's Inspector Nicholas Legrand. You have to impress him if you want to work with him.
I'm going to tell on you.
Oh no.
Really tell on me? To the very policeman who shot your dear Raven?
Whoa, it was him?
Mm-hmm. Hunted and killed Europe's most famous burglar. That's how he got his start.
I won't tell him a thing.
I wouldn't either. All right, Matthew. I have to do my work now.
Everyone calls me Matt. Well, except for my mom. She calls me Maddie. Just like a little kid.
See you later, Maddie.
Whether Legrand wants my help or not, I'll keep my eyes open. Maybe I can change his mind.
No, we shall not learn about the game's controls.
All right.
Mainly just move your mouse and click things. Always take a look at every available object. Well, let's take a look here. Examine the book.
The Vicarage in the Mirror. A detective novel by my favorite author, Lady Clarissa Westmacott. For years now, I've been trying to convince my theater group to stage one of her
You're in a
plays.
theater group? Okay. Violent. I think you can open the window. Yeah, yeah, like I said, I had to record this twice.
We Swiss are crazy about trains.
Crazy about trains.
We don't just have a lot of railroads. We have the most beautiful ones in the world.
Nice. Let's open the window. Well.
Would you be so kind as to close the door? I don't want to sit in the dark.
Oh, pardon.
I don't want to sit in a draft. Alright, let's talk to this guy now.
The violinist is a good-looking fellow, and he's traveling through the most beautiful mountain landscape in the world. One can only hope that his violin is better tuned than he.
Just says that right out in the open.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Who is he?
If I'm not mistaken, you're a violinist.
No.
It's true.
A wonderful instrument. The violin music touches the soul.
That's why I learned to play it.
Do you play in an orchestra?
No, orchestras aren't really part of my world.
A solo violinist. The best soloists travel a great deal and make a pile of money, or so they say.
In that case, I'm probably not one of the best.
Where are you traveling
Are you
to?
traveling to Istanbul non-stop?
No. I'll transfer in Venice to a ship. I'm on my way to Cairo.
Cairo?
I'm performing at the reception in the Egyptian Museum there.
I'm sure your recital will be a great success. But tell me, did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Anything unusual?
Persons acting suspiciously, for instance.
For heaven's sake, is there cause for concern?
Everything is in order, sir. We Swiss are just very cautious people.
I understand. No, I didn't notice anything.
Have a
Liar.
good trip.
Thank you.
Very kind of you. Thanks.
Oh.
Oh,
What?
me.
He seriously.
No problem.
Zellner
Your
seriously
uniform
tried
is
to
waterproof.
tackle him.
Mr.
Lucio.
Professor
Professor
Edgar
Edgar
Lucien.
Oh, a professor.
Oh. I think
Are
Zellner
you
is sad
a
to get these
scientist?
people.
Do you teach at the Sorbonne?
No, I work at the British Museum in London.
You don't say.
How about the burglary?
So, you, shall we say, an eyewitness to the burglary 2 days ago.
No, I wouldn't say that.
A liar!
There was a lot of commotion, but I didn't really pay much attention to it.
There was a break-in in your museum, and it didn't concern you?
Yeah, like what the hell?
Let's just say that nothing that's happened in the last 2,000 years concerns me.
Wow, so you don't care about anything.
Whatever you say. The famous Inspector Legrand is on this train. I imagine you know him.
No, should I?
You don't know him?
No. Well, why should I?
Just a thought. You're a representative of the British Museum. There's a guarded safe on the train.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're trying to imply. And now, please excuse me.
Destination
May I
neutral.
ask where you are going?
Of course. To Venice. I'm going to meet some colleagues there.
Oh, Venice. A beautiful city, so I'm told.
Indeed. But I really have to take my leave now.
Seen anything suspicious, sir?
Did you notice anything unusual on the train?
Here? On the train? No. I can't say that I have. Although I did spend most of the time in my compartment.
Goodbye,
I
sir.
don't want to take up any more of your valuable time, but you do understand, don't you, that what concerns me is the present, and especially the robbery at the museum.
Yeah, of course, of course. It's just... I'm in rather a hurry.
You'll get in touch if you notice anything unusual, won't you, Professor?
Of course, Constable. What's this?
What's the matter, sir?
The door. I can't open it.
Ah, we'll sort it out somehow. The compartment is locked.
But I didn't lock it. I don't even have a key. I asked the steward. He was going to bring me one, but he never came back.
Someone locked it.
Someone locked it.
Find the steward. He needs to bring me the key immediately.
Calm down, Professor. I'll see what I can do.
You don't understand. I have to get back in my compartment.
All right, just wait here.
I have to get back into my compartment and look something up on my computer. What is it that you have to look up, sir? Alright, let's go into the next train car. Wonderful.
I don't believe it. I never thought I'd ever meet you.
Pardon me, but we'd prefer...
Pardon me, but...
It's all right, Miss Miller. I'd like to speak to the inspector.
Unfortunately, just a constable, Lady Westmacott. I'm reading The Vicarage in the Mirror right now, for the 5th time at least.
That's nice, Constable...
Zellner. Anton Jakob Zellner.
This is my companion, Miss Miller.
A pleasure.
What are you doing here?
May I ask what you're doing here? Are you on holiday?
Holiday? Yes, so to speak. The first and last holiday of my life.
Madam?
I've been writing since I was a little girl. It became my job, and now I've stopped. So, this must be a holiday.
You quit writing? Impossible. I have all of your books. Your Detective Partout is my favorite character.
Then I have bad news for you. I killed the old wretch off years ago.
I don't understand.
I'd rather not discuss my work, Constable.
Oh, well, fine. Are you traveling to Istanbul, Lady Westmacott?
No, we are on our way to Venice. From there, we will take a ship to Cairo. As you may know, I have a penchant for archaeology. I fund a few excavations in Egypt. I traveled to Egypt by ship as a young woman. And now I'm doing it again as an old woman.
Ah, it's so funny and kind of miserable.
As a writer, you must be very observant. Am I right? I mean, you have to study the behavior of people around you to create the characters in your novels, don't you?
I solved the mystery of human nature a long time ago, Mr. Zellner. Since then, most people just bore me.
Really?
Wow.
I had the impression you were eyeing me suspiciously as I came in.
What do you want to know, Constable?
The archaeologist.
Did you notice the man who just walked into the next carriage with a cup of tea?
I did. He seemed nervous. He was waiting at the bar for the steward, and since the steward never appeared, he elected to help himself. He took 2 biscuits.
He seems pretty young, but he's already a
2?
professor at the British Museum.
Interesting. I'll have to talk to him later.
Took
Just
2
out of
biscuits.
courtesy, of course.
Of course. Did you notice the blonde man with the violin case?
I certainly did. He introduced himself and tried to make a good impression. People like him are drawn to wealth and fame, like moths to a flame.
But his charms failed on you.
I know him by name. David Kreutzer. He was a drain on my friend's purse.
Do you think he has a money problem?
People like him always have a money problem. No matter how much you give them, they always spend twice as much and complain that they have far too little.
Other passengers.
Did you notice anyone else? What about the doctor?
I notice that you've asked me about everyone, except for the inspector who went in the direction of the freight car a few minutes ago. Isn't that the Frenchman who made his name when he caught the Raven?
I wouldn't quite say caught.
Well, shot.
Shot.
Why don't you ask me about him and my theory about what he's doing here?
I don't think we should discuss Inspector Legrand's investigation in public.
There's no one here!
Right, that was his name.
No one here is gonna hear except the lady knitting.
Or will you, Constable?
It's okay.
As much as I'd like to keep talking, duty calls.
You were right.
Madam?
I did observe you as you came in. You seemed so eager.
It's been a long time since I've had a chance to prove myself, madam.
And this is it. Your chance.
I do hope so.
Then grab it. Even small people can make big changes, as my friend Ronald likes to say.
I shall do my best.
She shook her head. The knitting lady shook her head.
Mrs. Miller made a good impression. She wanted to protect Lady Westmacott from me, a pushy admirer. Very diligent. But she does seem a little nervous and tense. I imagine she has her work cut out for her with Matt, and a difficult boss from what they say.
Oh, glass of toothpaste. Oh yeah, I do remember this
The
actually.
steward must have forgotten the toothpicks. Normally he would offer them discreetly after dinner.
Let's take it. Alright, anything else here? No, I don't think so. Okay, yeah, that's it. Alright, let's go. Onward. Into the last car. Examine the bowl.
Butterscotch. I've loved them since I was a child. Their only drawback, they don't play nice with false teeth.
Let's take some sweets.
Maybe if I just suck it.
Yes, that is the best option. Yum yum. Now let's talk to the doctor.
Ah, Mr.
Zellner.
Right. How can I help you?
Anything suspicious, doctor?
Tell me, did you notice anything suspicious here on the train or in Zurich?
You mean, except for the fact that my suitcase was stolen on the platform? No. Is there any reason to be concerned?
No, just routine.
Constable Zellner, please don't think I'm naive. I spotted the inspector from Interpol. Legrand is his name, if I recall correctly.
Legrand.
If you say so. At the train station in Zurich, he put a cash box into the safe, and then kept close watch as it was loaded onto the train. Don't tell me that a man at his pay grade routinely tramps across the Alps just to keep an eye on cash boxes.
A cash box? Like the ones you'd find in safe deposit boxes?
Precisely. And I believe we both have a good idea just what's inside.
I do indeed have a theory, but What's yours?
A ruby was stolen in London. One of the legendary Eyes of the Sphinx. The second jewel, an emerald, is rumored to be in a Swiss bank vault, if I remember correctly. Both jewels were supposed to be exhibited together in Cairo for the first time in 50 years. It does make one wonder.
Indeed. Any news about the robbery in London?
Quite something, wasn't it? It must have been professionals. The way they disabled one of the best security systems in the world. Most impressive.
People were injured.
Well, one cannot
People were injured.
That's there without collateral damage. It seems like
Collateral damage.
has finally found a worthy successor. We can look forward to new and spectacular coups.
I'm afraid I won't enjoy his exploits this time around if the new Raven is so reckless.
That's your prerogative.
May I borrow your newspaper?
You can take the section with the article on the burglary. You're interested in that bit, aren't you?
You caught me out.
Here you go.
Dankeschön. There's something else. Do you know where the conductor is?
I'd like to know that myself. I told him to search for my missing suitcase in Zurich. He hasn't got back to me yet. He's probably in cahoots with the thieves, and didn't bother getting back on the train. If we don't crack down on vermin like them, the rabble will rule the world one day.
Well, at the moment, we still don't know what really happened.
He is not here doing his job. That's bad enough.
Auf Wiedersehen, Dr. Gebhardt.
Goodbye, Constable. It was a pleasant chat, really.
Yes, it was. Alright, let's go outside.
A box
Yeah,
with
you
a
can open
padlock.
this, right?
I suppose it contains tools for the train's crew, maybe for coupling and uncoupling the cars. At any rate, it's positioned so that it's easier to reach from the ground than from up here.
Yes, true, let's write that down. Alright, well, here's the freight car, and this is where Professor Legrand is. So, I will go in there in the next episode. That's the end. Thank you for watching.